Don't buy an iPhone 12 before you watch this. The iPhone 12 has now officially been released. So far, it's received mixed reviews, to put it kindly. At a time when finances are becoming a concern for a lot of people, consumers are demanding more bang for their buck. It's been widely reported recently that fewer people are choosing to upgrade their smartphones and are instead opting to prolong the life of their handheld devices. Either that or they're settling for buying older, cheaper models rather than getting the newest releases. When it comes to the iPhone 12, many have described it as more of the same, with few major improvements and a high price point. Not to mention the controversy of Apple not including chargers or earbuds with their latest phones, which seemingly adds insult to injury. That said, if money is no issue or you have no need for the peripherals, is the iPhone 12 worth picking up, and if so, which model should you opt for? iPhone 12 lineup. As with previous generations, in addition to the standard iPhone 12, there's the iPhone 12 mini, the Pro, and the Pro Max. Let's start looking at some design features that have been implemented across the board. The iPhone 12 has reverted back to a slab-shaped design with squared-off edges, similar to those seen in past models like the iPhone 4 and iPhone 5. The latest iteration benefits from a ceramic shield at the front though, which Apple claims is 4 times tougher to break or shatter than the screen on the iPhone 11. Furthermore, compared to its predecessor, Apple claims the iPhone 12 is 11% thinner, 15% smaller, and 16% lighter. The latest phones measure 7.4 millimeters in thickness, and the standard phone has a 6.1-inch display, while the mini screen measures 5.4 inches. Around the edges of the iPhone 12, you'll find aerospace-grade aluminum, as with the mini, while the 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max feature shinier surgical-grade stainless steel bands. All of the latest phones are water-resistant up to a distance of 6 meters for a duration of up to 30 minutes, which is rather impressive. In terms of color, you have 5 to choose from for the lower-end models, which incidentally is one choice less than for the iPhone 11. There's black, white, red, green, and blue. For the higher-end phones, you get the option of either silver, gold, which has been modified to look more spectacular than in previous years, graphite, which replaces the former space gray, or a Pacific blue. 5G and Magsafe features. Now, 2 new features that are being championed by Apple and which may persuade you to get an iPhone 12 over older models are its 5G capabilities and Magsafe connectivity. With the transition to 5G networks well underway, the iPhone 12 aims to take full advantage of the faster speeds and better connectivity it'll bring. The drawback is that 5G isn't up and running around the world yet, so its usefulness for now remains limited. That said, 5G is bound to be a deciding factor when it comes to choosing devices in the near future, and the fact that the iPhone 12 is ready to fully utilize it straight away is a bonus that will become more apparent the longer you hold on to one. The iPhone is also capable of connecting to a wide range of frequencies, so you won't have any issues connecting to a 5G signal if there's one in your proximity. As I mentioned, the other new feature being brought to iPhones for the first time is Magsafe connectivity. A fully wireless charging standard, it paves the way for iPhones that will no longer need a lightning port. As a result, we could see even better waterproofing and more room inside the phone for improved hardware, such as larger batteries in the future. Magsafe wireless charging is available on all variants of the iPhone 12. Even though wireless charging has technically been a thing since the iPhone 8, Magsafe doubles the throughput to 15 watts, which is on par with most other fast-charging Android phones. However, you will only achieve those speeds using an Apple-approved charger. If you use any off-brand charger, then the speed will be limited to 7.5 watts. Well, you didn't think Apple would completely give up their monopoly on chargers and other accessories, did you? Apple will always be Apple. Wireless charging isn't just about speed though, it's also about convenience and ease of use. One of the biggest problems with wireless charging is finding the sweet spot. If you don't get it right, then you could end up returning to your phone after hours to find out that it hasn't charged at all. Magsafe solves this problem by snapping the charger into place on the back of the phone, This creates a perfect circuit every time, and the magnetic force is strong enough to keep the iPhone and charger firmly in place. Apple's starting price for their own basic approved Magsafe charger costs $39. Soon the company plans to introduce a travel-friendly Magsafe Duo that can charge both your Apple Watch and iPhone. Magsafe also brings with it a new range of accessories such as a wallet and cases. We could see some really interesting things utilizing Magsafe technology in the near future. The magnetic connection tech even has the ability to tell what's being connected via a special chip. Pretty cool stuff. Display and camera. As for the iPhone 12's display, this has been upgraded to an OLED screen across the board. This results in a sharp and vivid viewing experience with rich colors and deep blacks. The cameras are one of the main talking points and where you'll find some significant differences across the iPhone 12 range. There's still the 12-megapixel duo of the wide and ultra-wide cameras, but both can now be used in night mode. Note that night mode portraits and Apple Pro RAW are only available on the Pro and Pro Max though. Both the Pro and Pro Max also feature a telephoto zoom lens that is not on the standard iPhone or Mini. There's a difference between the two high-end models here, however, as the Pro is capable of 2 times optical zoom and has a focal length of 52mm, while the Pro Max has an optical zoom of 2.5 times and a 65mm focal length. The wide-angle lens on the 12 Pro Max is significantly larger. When it comes to image stabilization, the standard model has optical image stabilization. The Pro features dual optical image stabilization, and the Pro Max uses sensor shift optical image stabilization. If you take lots of images at night, there's a noticeable increase in the quality if you use a Pro Max. A LiDAR scanner on the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max sense depth and help to autofocus in low light. As a heads up, some reviewers have stated that the night vision features can be a little on the slow side. Another new ability that you'll have with the iPhone 12 is that of recording in Dolby Vision. Depending on the model you choose, you'll be able to record in 4K at either 30 or 60 frames per second. That makes for some stunning visuals. Battery life. The battery life of the iPhone 12 is okay. The standard model will last for about 15 hours of video playback, while the Pro can handle 17 hours and the Pro Max 20 hours. In terms of video streaming, those figures drop to 10, 11, and 12 hours respectively, or for audio playback it's 50, 65, then 80 hours. Storage. Some may consider the starting capacity of the iPhone 12 and Mini to be a little stingy at 64 gigabytes. 128GB and 256GB versions are available if you're willing to pay extra for those though. As for the higher-end models, they come with either 128, 256, or 512GB of storage. Price. Now for the price. An iPhone 12 mini will set you back $699, which is the same price as the standard iPhone 11 was at launch. A 6.1-inch screened iPhone 12 will cost you $799, whereas a Pro demands $999, and a Pro Max is $1,099. Some people have described those prices as being reasonable compared to previous years, while others think that they're too much, especially in the current climate. That's up for you to decide. Bear in mind, those phones are only when you buy the phone SIM-free from certain networks in the US. If you want to just buy the phone unlocked, it'll likely cost you an extra $30. Summary. As the heading of Tech Radar's review puts it, the iPhone 12 is a small upgrade with big potential. There are features that are likely to come in more useful in the not-so-distant future, such as 5G. If you're looking for any immediate and major improvements over the iPhone 11, then you aren't going to find too many here. The colorful display and MagSafe features are big pluses, and if you're all about the photography, then the cameras are slightly better, though not too dissimilar from last year. The price may be a stumbling block for some people who may wish to wait, but if you don't have to, then you probably won't regret it too much if you do decide to take the plunge and buy the newest iPhone. Are you tempted by the iPhone 12? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you find this video helpful, show your support by leaving a like and sharing it with your friends. You can also subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications in order to stay up to date with our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.